Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to a Financial Focus with the one and only Delta Jones Walker of Atled Financial. Delta, I wore my Atled colors today.
I know.
How you doing?
Representing well.
Yes.
You doing fine, and yourself? Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. I can't believe we have been doing this segment all year long, and it seems like we just kicked it off, and here we are, December 2020.
We're in the 12th month of the year.
Oh, wow.
My, how time flies.
Time flies, whether you're having fun or not. But before we jump into all these helpful tips, I've been telling my fellow business owners to tune in today. And I know you have to do your disclaimer, and then I'm ready to get down with the come on.
Okay. So securities and advisory services offered through Woodbury Financial Services, Inc., member of FINRA, as well as SIPC Insurance Services offered through Atled Financial Group at 717B Main Street, Schererville, Indiana, which is not affiliated with Woodbury Financial.
All right, we got that out of the way. So this year is a little different, obviously, with COVID and all the different allotments that the government has provided on behalf of small businesses and different organizations, charities, all kinds of things. So the rules are a little different. And I thought it would be great to discuss with you some of the tax deduction tips and things that we as small business owners can glean from your expertise as we wrap up 2020. And you wrote this article.
I sure did.
Like you always do for the Crusader. And last I checked, you had thousands of views on that article because we want to know, Delta, we want to know what are some of the things that we have to look out for when we're filing our taxes and some things that might benefit us as small business owners in a season of COVID.
You know, COVID, it was a good and a bad. And the good to that is a lot of business owners have started their businesses, whether they are home-based businesses or in their mobile businesses, but they took the leap and they started. And I just want the listening audience to know there are many deductions that you can utilize, and if you are not utilizing them, or if you hear this discussion, you have additional questions, please feel free to reach out to Atled Financial at 219-513-3710. We are here to aid and to assist you in your concerns that you may have with your new business venture. But some of the deductions you're able to take, and a lot of people don't realize that. The first one I would share with you is if you're using your home as a home-based business, the room that you are utilizing, you can use that as a tax deduction.
Yes.
Your utilities that you're using, so I guess you would take the square footage of your home, or you would take however many rooms that you have within your home. And that I am not, I don't have the details on, so I would recommend their accountant, their CPA would know that information. So know that you're able to, your rent or either your mortgage as well as the expense, the insurance expense as well as the tax expense, you're able to deduct that on your taxes when it comes down to, your home-based business.
And what I do, and it's so funny, as I incur any type of expenses related to the business over the course of the year, I keep a running list in my phone. And I just put a little note, ask Norma. That's my accountant. And then she'll give me the yay or nay. I'm like, can I deduct this? Should I be deducting this? And I recommend that just to, make a note, no question when it comes to these tax deductions. There's no silly question on that because you just never know unless you ask, right?
That is correct. And another note that I would add is just in case you didn't write it down in your phone, because we're so busy, we have great thoughts. Just keep a running folder, or however you have your receipts. You just need to put that in a pile, and at the end of 30 days, and don't wait till the end of the year, because that is a fiasco. You can't remember what you wore yesterday, less knowing what you did 30 days ago. So my recommendation is to review it every month, every 30 days. And if you have a question, just reach out to your CPA and say, hey, can I in turn deduct this? Is this a go or is this a no? And from that point, you'll become more versed on what you can deduct and what you cannot for your business.
And I'll add on to that since we're talking.
Okay.
I bought, and it was a recommendation of one of my friends, I bought a manila envelope or one of those what's the
expandables,
and it has the tabs for each month. So, and it was like $7. So look that up. Get you an expandable envelope.
Where'd you get it from?
Amazon. And January items went in the little January folder, and it just stretches out. And so when it's time, I'm pretty much like dropping that big envelope off to Norma, like,
Here you go.
no, but with guidance, but in some type of organization. But at least it breaks it down by the month, and it's not all mixed up, and you're trying to see where your receipts are. So that's a little neat tip right there.
It sure is.
Yeah.
Good job.
I've been listening. I'm open. What's another tip, Del?
Another tip is your motor vehicle. So however you're getting around, if you are using your car for business, then as a result, you're able to write that lease note or that car note if it's just for business off. If not, the mileage that you're using for your vehicle. If your vehicle is used to go see Wick came to Atled Financial today, so
writing it off.
Her mileage from her location, her office location to here, and then from here back to wherever she's going. Just make sure that you're tagging the miles, and whatever those miles are, you're able to utilize and write them off. Your gas, your maintenance on your vehicle, your service, your oil changes, so those items you're able to write off.
That's good stuff.
Which is good, because a lot of people don't realize they're putting a lot of wear and tear on their vehicle, and they're just like, well, I'm trying to do my job. Well, this is the mechanism that helps you do your job.
That's right.
So please keep account of all that information so you can write it off, listening audience.
Good tip. If you're just tuning in, I'm talking with Delta Jones Walker, owner and operator, founder of Atled Financial, located in beautiful Cherryville, Indiana. However, she is licensed in multiple states to assist you with all of your financial needs. Today's financial focus is small business owners' tax deductions, things we can do as we close out 2020 to keep us in the black. And this article can be found online at chicagocrusader.com. Just type in Delta Jones Walker and all of her articles come up. You probably have about 50 of them now because you've been doing this since 2017. Proud of you on that side note.
Thank you.
Give us another tip, Del.
So business travel, okay? Any business travel that you're doing, your airfare or your gas or your rental that you use for your travel, you're able to deduct that.
Okay.
Your dining, when you take your client out, you're able to deduct that. But what I will let everyone know, that if you decide you want to take your client to a basketball game or to a theater engagement, that is non-deductible.
Right.
So just remember, what is deductible is your travel to get to the location site. If you have to rent, hotel stay or Airbnb, that is deductible. Your dining with you and your client, that is deductible. And your gas to get to the location.
Those types of things. And again, check with your accountant on the specifics of what's deductible. I think I probably need to take you to lunch after this then. I'll see what you're doing and when you're free so I can write it off. One of the things I want to go back to with the transportation, I got a new vehicle in 2020 and was wondering, are there any other steps we need to take as far as like registering it as the company vehicle, or is it just about telling your accountant the travel with the vehicle?
You need to tell your CPA your travel with your vehicle.
Okay.
In some instances, you'll find that if people have a fleet of cars, they'll be listing that with their CPAs. But no, just, our regular mom and pop businesses, just long as you're keeping a track of what you're doing and how you're utilizing it, you should be fine. Okay. Yes.
So I'll just write this down, take notes, and then when we get to the level of the CWIT fleet of vehicles for the various,
then you can
you have me claiming that. You see, I took that out the air and put that in my pocket. Yes. Okay. For those of you who do have those fleets, then you need to make sure that you do it the right way as far as how you file it.
Yes. So, and Chelsea, one other thing that I would like to make sure that people are very familiar with, and that is the utilization of your cell phones.
Oh, yes.
If you're using your cell phone for your business, that information, that bill, you're also able to write-off.
You already know that's
Yes.
at the top of my list. I am
Yes.
constantly on my phone, sending emails, setting up appointments,
Yes.
doing videos, all those types of things. That is a write-off. That is great.
Yeah, so like your software that you're utilizing, your cameras that you're utilizing. I mean, if you buy any projectors, so whatever items you're using to that you're able to do your business, those items are write-offs as well.
Yes.
And your software. So again, if you have any questions, please reach out to Atled Financial. We'll walk you through the process. But I just want you to know, 9 times out of 10, everything that you're utilizing for your business has some portion, if not all,
to be deducted.
And
it makes me think about like Zoom, for example. Everybody was downloading and buying Zoom packages to conduct business.
Yes.
That's a write-off.
That's a write-off.
All right.
That's a
All right.
write-off.
I
That's
just
a
want the
write-off.
people to know I am here. It's kind of selfish because I like to get this information for myself, but I am also in a circle of a lot of small businesses, nonprofit organizations, and this is a mechanism I feel that will help us stay afloat.
Yes. It will help you stay afloat, and as well as it lets you know what you're able to utilize to help you benefit your practice. Because media, marketing, advertising, you might say, I can't afford to do it, but my suggestion to you would be you can afford not to do it, and you're able to write it off. So it's like sitting with an advisor, a CPA, a bookkeeper, because a lot of people, I have clients right now that their bookkeeping skills is kind of
shaky,
to be desired.
Okay.
But I always share the information and just give a structure on what you need to utilize, and it becomes so simple because of the fact that you're just noting the items that you're spending on a monthly basis. If you just go and put it on an Excel spreadsheet, and then in 12 months you feel like a genius because of the fact you can go back and see what you have spent as well as how much you have spent, and you can pretty much real quickly say what you think your profit or loss is before you go to the CPA and they tell you no, you can't spend that, or no, yes you can. But again, you're learning the process, and what better way than to sit down and put the information on an Excel spreadsheet.
You have me, so it makes all the sense to me. And are there any more tips?
Well, of course, we can tip all day.
Yes, we can. Yes,
so,
we can.
We talked about the repair maintenance. We also, I did not share, but depreciation. So you have office equipment. You're able to depreciate that.
Okay.
Yeah, so things of that nature. That's why I say keep a clear account of everything that you have, because that information can be very beneficial for you. Your wages when you are employing your staff, or if you're paying them on contract, if you're providing a health benefit, if you're providing a 401k or a retirement benefit, all those are deductions for the business owner. And I just want everyone to take heed to the information. If you have any additional questions, please reach out to Atled at 219-513-3710, because we're here to help you take your business to the next level financially.
Isn't she amazing? That's why not only is she my client, I'm her client as well, because I want to be in an audience of people who have financial knowledge to ensure that my business and my personal finances remain sustainable. And so I know we're talking about small businesses, but I want to close this conversation out once again, like we always do, to talk about why it's important, no matter your income, to have contact with a financial advisor.
You want to just make sure that your house is in order financially. And in order to make sure your house is in order financially, if you are receiving a W-2, a 1099, or you're just like, look, I haven't did all of that, but I'm making money. First of all, you want to get yourself in the game of making sure that you have a W-2 or 1099, because you're not going to always be a millennial or the group after the millennials. What are they called?
I don't know. Exennials? I don't know.
Because
kids.
Eventually you're going to receive a Social Security contribution to help you supplement your income in retirement.
Right.
That's the best way I can put it. Well, if you in turn are not being proactive in the early stages, you will not realize until it's too late, maybe, that I could have utilized that money to help supplement my income at retirement.
That's right.
So that's why I say, if you are making money, period, you need to sit with the financial advisor. You need to make sure that your financial house is in order, and you want to make sure that you have credit worthiness so that you're able to utilize the system to help you build your wealth, one, and help you establish and get credit if you need it, and they're not putting you through the 10th degree because of the fact that you have not done proper.
That's excellent. That's an excellent segue and a connection to our overall conversation with our small business owners today, because sometimes we do need that line of credit to expand the business, to keep the business afloat. And so the conversations we're having now as an individual ultimately impact us as business owners, how we conduct ourselves financially to be in a position, if I want to get that next office, if I want to get that fleet of vehicles we talked about, that the credit piece is there, the financial stability is there, and it all starts with individuals like Delta Jones Walker. Delta, thank you.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. So Facebook fans, like our page on Facebook, follow us on LinkedIn as well as Instagram. And I would tell you, if you all have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 219-513-3710. And happy holidays from Atled and their team.
Happy holidays to you, Delta. And you all can just follow me personally, because Delta and I have been hanging out not only to talk finance, but to talk health as we continue our health journey with our spin classes.
Yes.
So I will see you this weekend on the bikes, Delta, and we will see you next year with our next financial focus with Delta Jones Walker of Atled Financial. I have been your host, Chelsea Whittington. Happy holidays, and we'll see you in 2021.
See you. Take care.